What is up, guys? Beefy here with another War Robots video. In this video we're going to be testing out the brand new moon map design that Pixonic is showing us. So let's get started. So this is the new design that Pixonic is showing us for the moon map. For me personally, I think it's way better being with gray rock instead of being white rock, you know, because what they did to a Yamato, if you guys remember that old map, the old design looked pretty cool, but when they showed the new redesign it looked even cooler, but it was in daytime, in daytime only. But I think it was sort of like in Halloween or something like that. They put the map like in a nighttime mode, and I truly fell in love with that map when it was in nighttime. But after the Halloween update ended, that map became daytime again. So through many stuff, I personally do not know why Pixonic put it back to nighttime, but like I have a feeling that players, sort of, complain to Pixonic like, hey Pixonic, it should be nighttime. So the map is now nighttime. Oh well, it's actually pretty cool. So anyways, currently on the test server, they're testing the new corrosion weapons, your kinetic weapons, as you can see right here. Corrosion. So, right now I personally think the corrosion weapons are sort of unfair. Not, because these damage do 0. Like, they don't do much. Like, this weapon right here does about 43 damage. This weapon right here does, I think it's like 250 damage, I think. So it's basically not that much damage in general. But it has the weapon ability of corrosion, so that helps the weapon, sort of become a little balanced. Because, once you corrode the enemy then suffers for 10 seconds, losing damage over time. And also the other thing is that you are able to stack the corrosion up. So let's just say I spam this. The enemy teammate is now corroded with about, I think it was like 5 to 6 shots of corrosion, which that's the stacked up, which he will lose about let's put like an example, let's put 1 second loses about 300 damage for 1 second, and there's 10 seconds, so that's about 300 damage that you would do to your enemy. But you can stack it up. Let's say we stacked it up like 10 times, so 300 times 10 equals 3k damage, and then after that times 10 for those 10 seconds, that will be about 30k damage in just those 10 seconds, just by stacking it up 10 times. For me personally, I think that's pretty unfair, because let's say you have a Spectre with 4 of these medium weapons. These are only 2, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are 10 shots right there, as I pointed out. So that was 30k damage times 2. That will be 60k damage in those 10 seconds for a Spectre that has 4 of these weapons. 60k damage. You know, plus the weapon doesn't even take that long to reload. Let's see. 5 seconds? Alright, Pixonic, you gotta be kidding me. So, unfair weapons, but whatever, I guess. Estimation of the, like, if the weapons were doing 300 damage every single shot of corrosion. So anyways, you know, the new workshop that Pixonic is presenting us, it's for me, I personally don't like it. If you guys did not know, it upgrades the time for the weapons. Like for the aphid, I pretty got shocked by this, by like the aphid, right? It takes 15 seconds. I mean, it takes 15 minutes to make, right? But after October 2nd, instead of being 15 seconds, it takes about 3 hours to get at least 100 components. Just think about like the 200 components and the 400 components. Like for 200 components, it will be like about what I says, like about 4 hours for 200 components, like that. Like it's ridiculous. For like 400 components, it's like about 6 hours. So it went from 15 minutes to straight up being 3 hours. Unfair. Let's say you wanted to get a I don't know, a bulwark. Instead of being 1 day and 12 hours to get 100 components, it will be 3 days, 8 hours, and 40 minutes just to get 100 of those bulwark components. Let's see how much it will be for 400 components. Instead of being normally what is right now 3 days, 14 hours, and 25 minutes, it will be 6 days, 17 hours, and 15 minutes to get 400 bulwark components. The times are pretty much increasing by like twice or triple the current time. You know, like it will now take longer to get components, and it will take longer to upgrade the robots. Like I had said in my first workshop 2.0 video, as I said, this is a scam. Not really a scam, but you know, if Pixonic does not change the silver, it's not a scam. It's okay. But if Pixonic changes the silver, it's a scam, because like increasing the times and also increasing the silver is basically the same thing as upgrading the robot and wasting a bunch of silver just to stay up with the current meta that is today. So you know, that right there would be a scam. So those are my thoughts on the brand new workshop 2.0. These new weapons are, you know, they're good, but I pretty much recommend that the time to these weapons to reload, that takes a little bit while, like 10 seconds or something like that. This one right here, at least put it like 3 seconds. For the heavy weapon, you know, that has a big like ammo clip, so you know, probably decrease that a little, you know, and probably decrease that by about 1/3 of the clip, and that would be fair. And the new moon map looks pretty dope. I really want that in the game already, but anyways, that's all the time we currently have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and also consider subscribing if you want to see more content from me. See you guys later. Bye.
It's delicious.